Okay, so today I'm going to set up the unwrap for the pictures that we did for the spaceship. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a box and I'm going to simply create this box in the generic units. And right now I've got it set up for um, the rough size of 1 unit is equal to 1 meter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1668 and basically do my length as 16.68, and then I'm going to do my width, which should be my width will be 828. So 8, or no, 8, I'm sorry, the height will be 8.28. I think I might screw this up, so bear with me. And then I'm going to do it's roughly around 1200, so I'll just do 12 here. Okay, so this is the basic proportion of my ship. So I'm gonna zoom in on this and get my basic box in all viewports. And I'm gonna take this and I'm going to convert this box into an editable poly. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the polygon mode, or actually it'd be easier just to go to the element mode, and I'm going to select this element and I'm going to scroll down till I get the flip faces, which I think actually is right there, and I'm going to flip that face. Now when you go off of it, everything is going to basically be, I'm going to go shaded view, everything is going to look the same. However, what you want to then do is right click and go to object properties and go to the back face culling and say okay. That is going to reverse it so you no longer see the inside of the flip normals. Okay, so now you've got flip normals, so now no matter what you do is you model in there. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is go to my object properties and I'm going to basically say show frozen in gray, and I'm going to uncheck that right there. Alright, and I'll show you what I'm going to do in a second here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the polygon mode and I'm going to select my front face here. Actually, before we even do this, I'll go off. I'm going to open up my materials here, and I'm going to create 3 materials, or I can create 1 sub-object of a material. And now my sub-object is basically, I can go to bitmap, and I can go down to, let's see here, go to multi-sub-object. Where is multi-sub-object? Alright, so I'm going to go on my material and go on to hit standard here, and then I'm going to go to multi-sub-object right here, and I'm going to click this, and I'm going to basically discard old materials. I only need 3, so I'm going to set my ID to 3 here, and then basically I'm going to click on none, and I'm going to do a standard material right down here. And I'm going to click on the bitmap here and click on bitmap, and for that I'm going to go to my ship and images, and this is my front, and so I'm going to go up, then I'm going to type in front and basically do like so. Okay, so that's my first material. My second material is going to be a standard object. And all I'm doing is applying the bitmaps so that we can see on the multi-sub objects. And go here, bitmap, side, go up one, and rename it to side, go up again, and then click on the next one, and do the same thing for the top view. Bitmap, top, go up, rename it, and go up again. Alright, so then basically what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go into each one here and show material. And that should work fine. If it doesn't, we'll do it a different way. And then basically what I'm going to do is I've got 1 through 3. So I'm going to click on my face here, and this is my front face. So I'm going to go down here and choose the ID to, this will be 1 actually, and before I even do that, I'm going to put the faces there. So I've got my front here. This is 1. I'm going to zoom up here. I'm going to move this off to the side, zoom up, and now what I'm going to do is this is my front facing, this is my side facing, so this one will be 2, and I'm going to have to go in and flip that, but that's okay. And then we'll go here, and this is 3. And we're going to have to rotate that as well. And I'm going to just go on this side here, and this one's fine, so that one's already set. I don't need to reset that. I'm going to go in here, and this one is going to be my front, so this one's 1. And basically we need to rotate this around, and then the back of the box is, let's go up here and grab this one, and we're just going to call this one's top, so actually 3. Alright, so now what we need to do is, the first thing you're going to need to do is you're just going to rotate, going back into your materials, and rotate, go into the front, and the front needs to be rotated 90 degrees. So go here, and actually sometimes it's easier just to go through the navigator here. And so we go into the diffuse channel, and we're going to rotate the, let's see here, I believe it's the Z position by 90. Let's see what that looks like. Oops. That one's fine. Let's go into the side, or top view here, and rotate this position by 90. Actually 270. That one's fine. And then that one looks okay, that one looks okay. This one is still backwards, but the problem is you're going to have always a couple that are backwards. And we can do this a couple different ways. We can basically create either more multi-sub objects. Sometimes that's easier to do it. So we can go here and we can go set number to 6 instead, and say OK, and that's going to give you a top. And so what you can do is go here and just do a copy. We'll call this one bottom instead. And we go here. Oops. Let's go back. Let's call this one side, but we'll do just a copy. Call it opposite. Opposite side. I should have named it left and right, but that'll be fine. And then the front here, and we'll call this one back. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we've got our materials here. Really simple. Let's go back and rename. Let's go back and rename our sides. So this one's okay. This one's okay. This one's fine. Let's go to this side here, and let's rename this one as 6. And then on 6, we just do this one as 0. Oh, no, I'm sorry, 90. And that'll face in the right direction. And if you want, I think that one looks good. And then this is the only other one. This one right here, we'll rename this one as opposite side, so that's 5. And then we'll go to 5 here and go to 180. Actually go to the diffuse color here and go to 180. So I think it will be this one. Let's try this one. 180. Nope. And let's try this one. Okay, and so basically that flips it over like so. And then because we cut our images out, they should line up relatively decent. Now, once we're done with that, we can go off this sub-object, and that's basically where everything lines up. I'm going to go to the Move tool, and just for peace of mind, I'm going to center this out. All right, and that's just simply putting in those center numbers here. So now we have the basic lines here, and what we can do is simply right-click on it and freeze selection. Now I can't select anything on this freeze selection, and I can basically move around and do any type of image editing like so. So if I put a box in there for my base level like so and go up, now I can actually line that up with all my stuff. So when you go into your viewports, instead of showing wireframe and you show shaded, we can actually shade. Now shading is F3, and then I don't like the realistic, so I want regular shaded mode. So on F3 basically you have now your basic box, and if you hit Alt X on your selected box, you can actually model on the inside. Alright, and that's basically all we're doing to set up any type of modeling situation. And it really helps to have everything all set up prior in Photoshop. That way the box is already set and done for us. And if you don't like the way the box is, I'm going to just unfreeze this for a second. Unfreeze all. So if you don't like the way the box is, say you think the ship is too narrow and you want to lengthen it a little bit, you can stretch that out however long you need it, like so, and then zero this all back out. And actually we can do the effect pivot center to object, and then I just usually drop that down however I want, and then you can center it out again with your 0, 0, 0 transforms. Okay, and that basically, once you got it the way you like it, you can freeze your selection and pretty much move your box down there. And that's setting up anything from a human figure. And I always like doing it this way because once it's frozen, I can pretty much model anything I want, and I can put on my edge mode and kind of look at where everything is. So I think that's a good way to start working with anything that you're kind of basically starting out with. And your front and sides are all proportional and everything looks good. Alright, and then next video we'll start modeling this thing and go with the basics, and we'll go up to there. Alright, thanks for joining.